Okay, so the next part of our lecture is actually more of how do you arrange your components on the screen. More of uh, layouting, yung tawag nila. So let me, for this example, let me use the current program that we have. So I'll be running the program right now. And as what you can see, if I'll be selecting the new dialog box, okay, a blank dialog box will appear. And most of the time, we wanted to place components on this dialog box. Okay, such that the buttons will be at the bottom of the screen, di ba? And everything else. So, the first layout that you have encountered when you are working with this dialog box, okay, is what you call the flow layout. Remember, nag-flow layout kayo? Okay, for the flow layout, if this is your, I mean, this is the screen, for example. So if you would be placing components inside the flow layout, what will happen here is that it will just move the components from left. Okay. Uh, every time you add components, okay, the first component that you added will actually move to the left. And the new component will be inserted on the right of the existing component. So for example, if I would be uh, putting a button here, no? Maglalagay ako ng button sa loob ng flow layout. Okay, at first, of course, this would be placed somewhere on the screen, no? Doon sa dialog box natin. And if I'll put another button doon sa flow layout. The first component that we have will be moved to the left, after which a new component will be placed right away. So let's take a closer look on the behavior that I'm saying. Okay. So dito, we would be having a set layout, okay, which is a new flow layout. Yan. So this is the first layout that you have encountered. So there's no new flow layout. So we need another import here, which is java.awt.asterisk. So you need three imports now. Okay, this is for the layouts that we would be using, no? Para sa mga layouts natin. So we have a new flow layout, and let's see. We will now try to add a J button, di ba? Ito yung ginawa niyo nung una. Tapos you have the button OK, for example, as the name. And then you have the new J button. And then you have a label which is OK. Now, see what will happen if we have a flow layout. I will simply add button OK to the dialog box, right? So, yan yung gagawin ko. So, as what you can see, okay, I think this will, yan. So, if I'll select new, yan, no? Nandyan siya sa gitna. It's centered. So, meaning, kapag nagdagdag tayo ng isa pa, okay, nagdagdag tayo ng isang button pa, okay, looking at the, lagay ko nga dito sa ilalim. Yeah, looking at the new file, magdadagdag ako na isa pang button. Button cancel. I'll add. So, we have the cancel button. Look what will happen. Depending on what they call this, chronological order of how you add the components. Button, cancel. And then look, I'll add another one. So, I'll run the program again. Okay, select on file, new. So, nandun sa taas, okay, cancel. So, nakita nyo, umuusog sa kaliwa. Yung kung ano yung latest na nilagay natin. So, that's how a flow layout works. And as what you can see, it's you just add and add. The reason for that kasi, the reason for the layout, para kahit mag-minimize, maximize ka, sumusunod yung mga GUI components mo. Okay, that's the purpose of the layout. You know, kapag hindi siya kasi there's a layout called the absolute layout. Pag sinabi mong absolute layout, you're trying to put components depending on the coordinates. Kunyari, dito, nilagay mo sa 100, 200 yung button. Okay? Pag nag-minimize, maximize ka ng ganyan, nasa 100, 200 lang pirmi yung okay. Hindi magandang tingnan, di ba? So at least dito, pag when you're working with layout, it automatically arranges your components depending on the size of your screen. So that's why if you do not want your dialog box na hindi na siya nare-resize, you set resizable to false so that you cannot resize the dialog box already. Ayan. Okay? So you have the file new again. But sir, paano ba natin magagawa to? I mean, kung titingnan nyo kasi dito, like for example, may file new project ka. Okay? Notice lahat ng button nasa baba. Okay? We have a new layout, and that is what we call a border layout. Okay? So how does it work for a border layout? The border layout works this way. So at least alam niyo na yung flow layout, right? Yung border layout divides your screen into different areas. Okay? So meron kang ganitong division. Meron kang ganyan. It places your components depende. It can be on the south. Merong center, merong north, okay? Merong west, okay? And merong east. That's how you arrange components on the screen. Okay, north, south, west, east, tsaka center. Look, if this is your Java application and nag-new project ako, notice that this has somewhat a border layout. Bakit? The buttons are actually placed on the south. Okay? Tapos, yung steps are actually placed on the east. Okay? And then, as what you can see right here, okay, on the center, kasi wala namang laman yung east eh. Okay, yung west lang ang may laman. Pag walang laman yung east at naglagay ka sa center, it occupies the east also. Okay, kung wala kang nilagay. So that's why we have a component here which is placed at the center. And at the center, etong buong to, etong square na nakikita nyo dito. And inside the square is another border layout. Ito yung south nun, yung description. Okay. Now, placed on the north is the filter. Okay, nasa north yung filter. Tapos nasa west yung pinagpipilian mo. And then nasa center, okay, yung projects na module. And that is how you arrange. Patong-patong sila. Now, just to be clear also, no, let me show you via a demonstration. So, we are planning that we wanted to arrange our buttons already at the bottom of our dialog box. So therefore, what you will be doing is you will now change your layout to a border layout. Okay? So technically, if this is your layout now, we have this format, yung north, west, center, and south. Okay? Now, when you are working with layouts class, isipin nyo, ganito lang yon. Yung components na nilalagay nyo dito sa west, yung components na nilalagay nyo dito sa center, nilalagay nyo sa south, sa east, or sa north, okay? You need another clean piece of paper for that. Isipin nyo ganito, paano ka ba ma-explain ito na mas madali? Okay. Isipin nyo na yung dialog box nyo, isang malaking bond paper na blanco. Okay? Yung malaking bond paper na yon, ginawa nating border layout. Ibig sabihin, imaginary lang na meron siyang, of course, south, di ba? Yung bond paper natin, nilagyan natin south. Wala naman talagang linya. Imaginary yan. Meron siyang north, okay? And then, meron siyang, of course, meron siyang west, okay? Meron siyang east, okay? Meron siyang east dito. And then, of course, meron siyang center. Pero syempre, hindi natin nakikita yan. Imaginary yan. Okay? Now, maglalagay tayo sa ilalim ng button. So, saan natin ilalagay? Sa south. Right? Pero, kailangan, bago ka makapaglagay sa bandang ilalim, doon sa south, you need another clean piece of paper. Okay? Kailangan mo ulit ng isang malinis na papel. Tapos, yung papel na yon, okay, doon mo ilalagay yung dalawang button mo sa malinis na papel. Tapos, what you will do, yung papel na yon, itong buong papel, ilalagay mo sa ilalim, sa south. That's how you should view how layouting is done. Para siyang Lego na ini-stack mo. So, meron akong papel, kukuha ko na isang papel ulit, papatong ko sa ilalim. Did you get that? So, let's now try to do it. Okay? So, in our program here, the layout of our dialog box is a border layout na may north, south, west, tsaka center. East and center. Okay. Gagawa ako ngayon ng papel. Okay. So, ang tawag sa kanya, yung blankong papel, J-panel. And ipapangalan ko sa kanya, panel sa south. Kasi gusto ko dun ilagay which is equal to new J-panel. Okay. Now, ang layout ng blanco kong papel is a flow layout. Kasi ang gusto ko lang naman mangyari, maglalagay ako ng box, ng button. So, kung ano yung layout ko last time, yun yung magiging layout ng papel ko. Okay? So, once we are done doon sa blank paper na sinasabi natin, then it's about time na i-add na natin yung button OK. Okay? Tsaka i-add mo ngayon yung button cancel doon sa papel. Okay? Yan. Yan. Diyan mo siya i-add. Button OK and button cancel, in-add mo sa papel. Ngayon, syempre, eto, mawawala to. Kasi hindi mo i-add direkta di ba? Hindi mo i-add direkta doon sa dialog box mo. In-add mo muna yung dalawang button sa isang malinis na papel na flow layout. Tapos, ang i-add mo ngayon doon sa dialog box mo, hindi yung dalawang button. Yung papel na pinaglagyan mo ng dalawang button. So, paano mo siya ilalagay? Ilalagay mo yung panel south, okay, na papel mo sa border layout dot south. Ilalagay mo daw siya sa south nung dialog box mo. Kaya kung i-run mo ngayon yung program natin, okay, so let's wait for a while. Ito yung program natin. Nag-file, new ako. Okay. Notice, ito na siya. Nasa baba na. That's how you do it. No? That's how you arrange things. Okay? So, pag may ilalagay ka sa gilid ng papel mo, okay? Nasa west, 'di ba? So gagawa ka ulit ng malinis na papel. Tapos doon mo siya ilalagay. Okay, for example, tingnan natin. Okay? Gagawa ako ng isang papel ulit. Di alam na natin kung ano yan, right? Okay. Gagawa ako ng isang papel, okay, sa west. Okay, panel west. Okay. Now, yung panel west ko, of course, is a flow layout lang. Kasi pwede ka ulit magkaroon, kunyari sa loob ng center, may north, south, west, east ka din. Pwedeng ganun eh. May border layout ka, tapos sa loob ng center mo, border layout din. Patong-patong. So you have a J panel, and then I have a new flow layout. Okay? Tapos, yung new flow layout ko dito, ang gagawin ko, maglalagay ako ng okay, isang J label, okay, na enter text is equal to new label, enter your name. Yan. Tapos, ang katabi niya will be a J text field. Ginawa niyo to, right? J text field. And then, name field, for example, is equal to new J text field. So, ang capacity ko, mga 20 characters. Ayan. And this is private J label, enter text, is equal to new J label. Ayan. So, these are the two components that I will be having. So, ito naman, gagawa ko ng bagong panel. Tapos, flow layout, i-add ko yung sa papel ko, sa panel, i-add ko yung enter text tsaka name field. So, i-add ko yan, enter text. Okay. And then, I'll be adding another panel west. Okay. And then, I'll be adding name field. Okay, so in-add ko na siya sa blankong papel. So, yung papel ngayon ang i-add ko doon sa border layout. Which is, i-add ko na yung panel west, no, sa border layout, okay, dot west. Ganyan mag-layout ng user interface. So, what I'll be doing now, I'll be running the program. Okay? And then, pag nag-file new ako, okay, nandun siya sa gilid, oh. Okay? Ito yung center. Yung blanco na to, at nandito yung center tsaka east. Depende kung anong ilalagay mo. Mag-a-adjust yan. Okay? So, nasa left na yung panel na yan. And then sa center, gusto mo maglagay ng text area. Pwede naman. Kasi, since nag-iisa na lang yon, okay, and you wanted a text area, di ba text area parang editor? You have a private, and then a JText area is a component wherein you could just enter text. No? JText area, text notepad, kunyari maglalagay tayo notepad, no? Is equal to new JText area. Yan. So what we do here is, since buong center naman gusto nating gawing notepad, then we could just add the notepad, wala nang papel-papel, no, to the border layout dot center. Ayan, border layout dot center. So I'll be running the program, and as what you can see, pag nag-file new ako, okay, yung center ko, ito. Ito yung Pero wala kasi tayong nilagay sa west, ay sa east. Kaya kinain na rin niya. Pero pag naglagay tayo ng east, no? Naglagay tayo sa east, liliit tong center. Tapos ipapasok niya yung east. Ganun 'yon. Eh di syempre gusto mo maglagay ng ng label sa taas. Like for example, gusto mo lang lagyan ng, may isa ka pang label, okay, gusto mo lang ilagay na, what do you call this? Private JLabel, uh, personal info, okay, personal, okay. Personal info. Yan. And then ilalagay ko siya sa taas, yung personal info. All I have to do, of course, para maging center yan, okay, may J panel, panel north ako. Ayan. And then, yung flow layout ko, yung panel north. So, panel north, tapos dot add, i-add ko ngayon yung sinabi kong personal info. Personal info. Yan yung i-add ko. And then afterwards, class, i-add ko ngayon yung personal info. Okay? Doon naman sa north, no? Dot border layout dot north. Yan. So, isang papel na merong label, tapos yung papel nilagay ko sa north. So, what will happen here is, if I'll be running the program and select file tapos new, okay, nandoon yung personal info. Nandun sa taas. Personal info. Nasa north. And that's how you technically arrange. No? So, anyway, class, actually, under the flow layout here, if you're going to take a look, DEF, flow layout. Flow layout. Flow layout. Yan. You could actually, let me just look at it. You could have an alignment. Ayan, no, may alignment. Like for example, ito, yung flow layout natin dito, gusto natin, we have a flow layout which is center. Okay? Yung flow layout mo naka-center. So, what you do here is you run the program and then file, new. Hindi siya nag-center doon sa flow layout natin. Hold on. So, my flow layout is a center. Center 1. So, nag-add ako ng personal info. So, yung personal info ko na JLabel, baka dito yung yung center sa mismong label. So, let me just have a look at it with the JLabel. Okay, let me just have a look. JLabel. And then we have here string text, horizontal alignment. Yeah. So we have the horizontal alignment class. For the horizontal alignment, we have here, bakit wala siyang ayun, no? Meron tayo, center. So, let's try. If you wanted to center personal info, then what we could do is JLabel dot center. Center. Yan. So, I'll run the program. Let's see, no? File, new. Ayun, personal info. Okay? Now, siyempre, it's up to you. Kung gusto niyo maglagay sa sa east. Okay, you could do so. Okay. And that simply explains the layouting that I wanted to focus for tonight. No? Ulitin ko, as what you can see, okay, hindi siya adjustable. Gagawin kong adjustable, ha. I'll make sure na set resizable. I'll have to comment it out first, yung set resizable natin. Ira-run ko. Okay. Now, the good thing with using layout is that when you resize, na sumasama din yung mga components. Pero ito kasi fixed size yung name natin. Kaya that's why kita nyo, makakrop siya talaga. Kasi you instantiated it to have a 20 characters at least. So talagang makakrop siya. And yeah, no, you could actually resize and other components will move. So to summarize class, no, looking at the program that we have here, okay, this dialog box contains two layouts. The first layout, of course, is the border layout. Now, at the bottom, of course, at the south, meron kang isang panel na naka-flow layout, di ba? And then meron ka on the west, you also have a panel which is a flow layout. Now, pwede nyo gawin, itong west na to, i-border layout nyo din. Para pwede nyo ilagay yung enter your name doon sa south. Okay? Para yung enter your name, nandito sa ilalim, pwede yon. And you can only do that if it is a border layout. Now, of course, this is much, you can learn more of this, no? When we are working at the lab. So, for now, hanggang dito na lang muna lecture ko. May questions ba dito sa sa what do you call this? The layout? Yes, ipopost ko. Post ko yung lecture natin. Ha? Any other questions ba? Sige, if you don't have any questions, then that's all for tonight. I'll continue sa laboratory.